The Erymanthian boar. In the fourth task assigned by Eurystheus, Hercules had to capture the Erymanthian boar alive. Now, let's understand what a boar is. It's a large, wild pig with a pretty bad temper and tusks growing out of its mouth. This adventure takes us to the heart of Arcadia, a place where the ancient gods kept a close eye on everything. There stood a mountain called Erymanthus, with its rough, steep sides and thick forests. In these woods lived a creature that struck fear into the hearts of everyone nearby. This terrifying creature was none other than the Erymanthian boar. The Erymanthian boar was no ordinary beast. It was the stuff of legends. A monster of enormous size. It got its name from the mountain it called home. Every day, this colossal creature would come down from its hideaway on the dangerous slopes of Erymanthus. It would go on a rampage, causing chaos in the land below. Its fury knew no bounds. Its tusks were as sharp as the deadliest knives, and it had a temper as wild as the howling winds on the mountain. The folks who lived in the shadow of Erymanthus knew all too well the terror this creature brought. They could only watch in sadness as their animals and fields fell victim to the boar's destructive rage. No one was safe when the boar was around, and stories of its destruction traveled far and wide. But there's more to this story. Something that connects the boar to the world of gods and goddesses. You see, Mount Erymanthus was a special place for the goddess Artemis. She was a fierce and untamed goddess, often linked to the very ferocity of the boar. She claimed Erymanthus as her favorite mountain, adding an extra layer of mystery to this tale. In the stories that circulated through the ancient land, there was a tale of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, who felt disrespected by a mortal named Meleagros. This made the goddess furious, because she believed she deserved respect and offerings. In her divine wrath, she released the Erymanthian boar into the fields, allowing the creature's uncontrolled anger to bring chaos and destruction. The people of Arcadia, caught in the clash between mortal and divine forces, could do little more than pray for relief from the relentless terror that haunted their land. The Erymanthian boar, named after the mountain that witnessed its rampage, became a symbol of the untamed forces of nature and the unpredictable whims of the gods. So, the legend of the Erymanthian boar endured, serving as a testament to the might and unpredictability of the divine, and a reminder that even the most powerful creatures could be brought under the control of the gods' will. As Hercules embarked on his dangerous journey to complete his fourth labor, he traveled through ancient and mysterious lands, guided by the elusive constellation of destiny. Along the way, he received a warm welcome from Polos, a wise centaur residing in the lush forest of Polo. Polos, a respected leader among centaurs, greeted Hercules warmly and showed him hospitality. The centaur shared stories from ages past and offered Hercules a jar of wine, a gift that the centaurs had received from Dionysus, the god of wine, in ancient times. This wine was potent and could intoxicate the senses unless it was diluted with water. As the wine continued to pour and laughter echoed through the forest, The delightful aroma of this heavenly nectar wafted far and wide. This captivating scent piqued the curiosity of other centaurs in the vicinity. Drawn irresistibly by the fragrance, they descended upon the scene with eagerness, eager to join in the revelry. Even Hercules, as mighty as he was, couldn't resist the allure of the intoxicating spirits. And soon, merriment filled the air. However, in their intoxicated state, the centaurs became unruly, and the once joyful banquet took a darker turn. A heated argument erupted, quickly escalating into a violent brawl. It's said that Hercules, still under the influence of the wine, seized an arrow coated with the venom of the hydra, a poison of deadly potency. In a moment of chaos and confusion, he inadvertently let the arrow fly, striking Chiron, the wise and immortal centaur, without realizing the grave consequences of his action. Chiron met an unfortunate fate when he unintentionally fell victim to hydra poison, administered by Hercules, leading to his demise. Notably, at the behest of Zeus, Chiron had also reshaped the arrangement of the constellations that grace the nocturnal heavens. In recognition of his significant contribution, Chiron was honored by having a constellation named after him in the night sky. However, legends tell us that the constellations he arranged were so magnificent that his celestial seat found its place in the distant southern sky. Centaurus, now situated beneath the ecliptic plane, is consequently associated with the nether realms. Meanwhile, amid the tumultuous scene, another centaur by the name of Polo, curious about the lethal arrows wielded by Hercules, ventured too close. In a cruel twist of fate, he stumbled and fell upon one of those very arrows, inadvertently impaling himself on his own hoof. The once joyous forest was now tainted with sorrow and loss, as the revelry turned into a somber reminder of the fragility of life. And so, amid the chaos and celebration, the forest of Polo bore witness to both tragedy and sacrifice. Hercules, weighed down by the consequences of his actions, pressed on with his journey, haunted by the outcomes of his deeds and the immense burdens of his labors. Above, the stars in the night sky watched silently, and among them gleamed the constellation Sagittarius, a celestial reminder of the enduring wisdom and selfless sacrifice of the immortal centaur Chiron, who gave so much for the greater good. In his relentless pursuit of capturing the fearsome Erymanthian boar, Heracles employed a clever strategy. His shouts reverberated through the ancient woods, driving the massive beast from its hidden lair within a thick thicket, forcing it to flee in terror. As the boar, exhausted and bewildered, struggled through the deep snow, Heracles closed in, resolute in his determination to complete this formidable task. With unyielding strength and unwavering resolve, he cornered the creature, swiftly binding it with unbreakable chains. Even in its subdued state, the boar remained a formidable opponent, its breath billowing like steam in the frigid air. Heracles, undaunted by the menacing presence of the creature, heaved the captured beast onto his left shoulder. The boar's desperate writhing and struggles left Heracles' back stained with its blood, a testament to the fierce battle that had unfolded. With the boar now securely in his possession, Heracles embarked on his triumphant return journey. Along the way, the trail of blood and echoes of his valor bore witness to his indomitable spirit and the unwavering determination that defined his legendary achievements. He presented the formidable Erymanthian boar to the assembly of the Mycenaeans, a symbol of his incredible strength and the heroic feats that had become his enduring legacy. Eurystheus, the king who had given Heracles his seemingly impossible tasks, could only watch in a mix of astonishment and fear as the hero returned triumphant once more. Heracles' incredible strength and unwavering determination had far exceeded everyone's expectations, leaving Eurystheus utterly amazed. Unable to face the hero he had consistently underestimated, Eurystheus resorted to a peculiar and desperate tactic. He hid himself inside a bronze jar that was partially buried, hoping to avoid the imposing presence of Heracles. In a distant land, the people of Cumae, located in the Potency region, held their own beliefs. They claimed that the massive tusks proudly displayed in the sanctuary of Apollo at Cumae were the very tusks of the Erymanthian boar. However, this assertion lacked any credible evidence, and the truth about the legendary beast's tusks remained veiled in mystery and mythology. Thanks for watching. Learn English through Greek and Roman mythology.